There is a widespread view that youth unemployment is a key cause of insurgency, especially in the area of sexual abuse and domestic violence. However, in a bid to address the issue of sexual abuse and domestic violence in the state, women's rights under European Union agent for citizen-driven transportation gather at the Ojo Local Government Secretariat to discuss ways of curbing the issue of domestic violence in the community, with the theme Building Capacity of Civil Society Organizations to Promote Uptake of Justice-Related Social Services in Ojo and Oshodi Solar Local Government Area of Lagos State. Speaking to KAFTAN television correspondent, one of the organizers of the program, Precious Eberechukwu, had a view on the need for the state governor to engage more on civil society organizations in capacity building.
So for the advice for the state government is to engage with more CSOs to know that these people they have this ability to be able to respond, and they should engage them in capacity training. They should train them, they should build their capacity, because they have there's a role that they are playing in different communities where they are, and there are different issues. There's a lot of cases, insecurity in Ojo local government, and if the local government, if the government in the whole should look into it, they will be able to identify the CSOs that are working and train their capacity to be able to respond. They are the key stakeholders in the different communities, so they should train their capacities so that they are able to respond when there are abuses in their communities.
I'm practicing in this Ojo as a whole. We need to try to go out like this CSO of a thing. We should move out and address people, address the children, the child around our vicinity, our society, in order to curb all this unwanted pregnancy, early child marriage in our vicinity and our community as a whole. And to eradicate all this, to stop all this domestic violence in an environment between the couples as a whole.
The key theoretical result is that an increased risk of male unemployment decreases the incidence of intimate partner violence, while a risk in female unemployment increases domestic abuse. Speaking further to KAFTAN TV correspondent, other stakeholders call on the state government to support grassroots residents with financial trust funds, as the increase of abuse is due to lack of poverty in the community.
Actually, increase this awareness. One, awareness in the sense that awareness in form of financial literacy awareness. Okay, because one of the things that we have identified within our community is that most of these artisans, small business owners, they don't even know how to keep a proper record. So by teaching them on financial literacy, record keeping, they need to join savings association, loans association, all these small groups. That way they can actually help them to particularly build themselves. And then government also need to create like a trust fund to help them, where they can easily access some of this fund to support their business. That way we'll be able to stem the tide of poverty within our communities.
We are dealing with sexual abuse, but then there are other things that we found out in the course of the project, such as poverty contributing to the increase in these sexual domestic violence. So we can deal with that. Government can actually help in dealing with that by improving the level of living in the society, the standard of living in the society, because a lot of families, they are undergoing a lot. Some cannot even provide, and we find out that some of these victims of sexual violence, sexual abuse, is mostly among those that are extremely poor. They are not protected, they are not secured in the society. Government can do a lot for them by improving the standard of living of people in the society, especially in the rural area, the communities. These are where these crimes are being perpetrated the most. If they do that, I think they should help in curbing this evil in the society. Thank you.
It is, however, believed the lack of employment on both men and women leads to higher domestic violence, which destroy community and state.